Okay, let's look at the homework 5.2, 5.3, problem number 14. Right? So we have this derivative given and some initial value. Then we have to find the original function here, f of x. Right? So let's do that. Alright, so first, so since derivative is given, so in order to find the original function f of x, so in order to find f of x, basically we need to take the antiderivative. So let's take the antiderivative of this fairly complicated function. So x cubed minus 4 x squared plus 3 and divided by x minus 3. Alright, so with respect to x. Alright, then this one is kind of hard to find the antiderivative directly from here. So I'm going to just do a little bit of rewriting. So do a long division. So we have, let's see, x cubed minus 4x squared. Then there's no x term, so I'm going to leave a little bit of room here. And 3. And then we have to divide it through by x minus 3. Alright, so let's see. So you have x cubed, and we want to see how many x's can you squeeze into x cubed. So that'll be x squared. Alright, so x squared times x is x cubed minus 3x squared. Then we do a subtraction. Alright, so it's a negative 4x cubed minus negative 3x, sorry, it's squared, minus negative 3x squared. So you're adding 3x squared, so it's going to be negative 1x squared. Alright, then there's nothing to bring down, so we have to go with that. Alright, then ask ourselves, how many x's can we squeeze into negative x squared? So that will be negative x. Alright, so negative x times x would be negative x squared. And the negative x times negative 3 would be positive 3x. Alright, then do a subtraction. Alright, so x squared minus x squared would be 0. And 0 minus 3x would be negative 3x. Alright, then we will bring 3 down here. And you will get plus 3 here. Alright, then ask yourself, how many x's can we squeeze into negative 3x? So we will put the negative 3. So it's a negative 3x. And a negative 3 times negative 3 would be positive 9. Then we do a subtraction, right? 3 minus 9 would be negative 6, right? So we can rewrite this integrand as this, right? First, we have the quotient, which is x squared minus x minus 3, right? Then you have a negative 6, so it's going to be minus 6 over, and the divisor is x minus 3. So you have x minus 3, right? So we have to find the antiderivative of these guys. All right, then we, let's see, antiderivative of x squared would be easy enough, x cubed over 3. And a minus, so x squared antiderivative is, x squared over 2. And antiderivative of negative 3 would be negative 3x. Alright, then you have a negative 6, just a constant, so I'll put negative 6. but if you have 1 over x minus 3, so that will be natural log of absolute value of x minus 3. Right? Then plus some constant c. Right? Now we have to find this value of constant c. So we have, right, so this guy gives you an initial value. Says that when x equals 4, y value is negative 8. So it gives you f of 4 is supposed to be negative 8. Right? So you have a f of 4 is equal to, right? So 4 cubed is 64 over 3, all right, minus, right, 4 times 4 is 16 divided by 2, so that would be 8. And 4 times 3 is 12, so it's going to be minus 12, right? Then if you plug in 4 here, 4 minus 3 is 1. Natural log of 1 is 0, so it's actually 0. So I'm not going to write anything down. And then you have a plus c here. Right? Then you can see that, let's see, you have 64 over 3 minus, let's see, minus 8 and minus 12, so minus 20. So if you do a common denominator, so 3 is the common denominator, so 64 is already there, right? So minus 20 is the same thing as minus 60 over 3, so minus 60 over 3, and plus c, right? Which is equal to, I'm going to go down here, right? So that'll be 4/3 plus c, and this is supposed to be negative 8, right? So negative 8, I'm going to write negative 8 as, let's see, negative 8 is same thing as 24, negative 24 over 3, right? Right, so I'm using, maybe I'll do that. So this negative 8, and I just rewrote it as negative 24 over 3, right? Then we can find the value of c by subtracting 4/3, right? So therefore c is going to be equal to negative 28 over 3, right? So therefore then we have this answer here. So formula of the original function f of x is equal to, right, we have x cubed over 3 minus x squared over 2 minus 3x minus 6 times natural log of absolute value of x minus 3. All right, I'm running out of room. So then constant c is negative minus 28 over 3. All right. So that is the original function that we are looking for. All right, so let's type it in. All right, so the answer we found was here, x cubed, right, over 3 minus x squared over 2 minus 3x minus 6 minus 6 natural log of absolute value of x minus 3 and a minus 28 over 3. Alright, so let's check the answer. Submit for testing. Okay, I came back and it looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.